Okay. So, how do you think that lesson went?
I think it went pretty well. I was having an issue today for sure with one of my special little friends
Mm-hmm.
in the front. Um, and thinking back on how I handled it in the lesson, I probably wouldn't have moved him to the back table again. That was a very spur of the moment thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something that after thinking back, I probably wouldn't have done again. But the actual meat of the lesson, I think it went really well, especially their dictation and writing. So
Yes, I noticed that that went very well. I was very impressed with them on their marking
mm-hmm.
of their words. They did a really good job. I really liked how you were making sure to point out their letter formation as they were going because
Mm-hmm.
it is super duper important.
Yeah, that's been a big issue for us this year is not taking notice of the lines
Mm-hmm.
on the board. So they're either right crooked or too big, and so they've really made a lot of progress with that.
Good. I mean, it looked like they were writing really well on the board, and it looked like you didn't have to correct very many of them on their
Yeah,
own
no.
personal boards.
On
So
the personal boards, it's really just a couple, and then when they get up to the big board, they're much more careful because they don't
they know it's in
mess
front
it
of
up.
they
Yeah.
know it's in front of everybody. Yeah. Um, I will say there were two little points that I noticed that we need to make sure we remember to do.
Yeah.
First one is echoing, having them echo
Mm.
what word or sound you are having them write.
Yeah.
Because I know from me having these kids last year, I know some of them have speech.
Yeah.
And so that just kind of is a little bit easier on the speech kiddos.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact that one of them really struggled last year with the TH sound, and that was one of the sounds that you did.
Yes.
So
that is one thing that I struggle to remember to do it every day because I just get flying through. So
Mhm.
yes, I do agree. I need to get better at doing that at the same time as we're doing the writing. Is that what like the echo, the little baby echo?
yes, so you guys, first grade, does first grade have Echo and Baby Echo?
We did.
Okay.
Yes, and I have the little owl,
Mm-hmm.
but I was never really given any instruction on how
So
to do it.
the owl, I tend to use the owl personally. The Mama Echo, I tend to use her more for storytelling
Yeah.
because we do have echo stories that we do in kindergarten.
Okay.
I don't know if first grade
We
does
don't
them.
have
Okay.
those, yeah.
I use her more for the storytelling aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I use Baby Echo for when we're echoing all the time. So what I'll
like
do,
what I would do in.
yes.
Okay.
So what I do is I have her literally right by me where I teach, and I just will either have her on a yardstick or I have her on my finger.
Okay.
And because she fits on your finger, it's really cute. And my kids will remind me if I don't echo.
Okay.
Because they'll be like echo, and so they're really good about remembering it. But if she's right there, it kind of helps you remember. You don't even have to like pick her up and use her, but if she's kind of like right where you can see her in your line of sight, you can kind of remember. But basically, it's really just really helpful for the dictation.
Yeah.
Like, okay, write the sound, and then they say, and you say, okay.
Yeah, then that's a good idea. I'll get her and put her on my little rolly desk for tomorrow.
And then I like how you kept reminding them about their resources around the classroom. I thought that was super important.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I think it's so funny that I put it up there and have to remind them so often to like, hey, look at the actual stuff.
It's there though, so
Yes.
they know it, when you remind them enough, they'll start to remember that it's there and they'll look.
Estelle has really started to do that well. Because at the beginning of the year, she would just get stuck and like not do it, and she would kind of clam up. But now I can just be like, point to the board, and she'll go, oh, and then start going.
Yeah. I also liked how, and this is something that I had never really kind of paid attention to, but I'm gonna start using it for my kids, is every question word with the W sound has the WH. And I never really connected that.
It makes it so much easier for them to track.
Yes.
All of those trick words like who, what, when, where, why, and then were
We don't have all of the question words, but we do have some of them.
Mhm.
And so I think that's going to be really helpful for when those come up. We don't do trick words till second half of the semester,
Yeah,
but I think it's going to be really helpful for them.
yes, definitely.
My last little point, do you have a plan to catch up your little friend that was not here?
Yes.
Okay.
So during centers, when I do small groups, is when I reteach lessons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, I think it went well. I think what we're going to do from here is we are going to meet next week. Wednesday still work?
Yes, Wednesday's
Okay.
good. That's the best day.
It's the best day for me too, so perfect. We can meet one day next Wednesday. We can figure out a time to go ahead and plan co-teaching a lesson. I want us to focus on practicing echoing
That would be great.
and
I
also
would love to see
practicing
that.
tapping out the words.
Yes. Yeah, I would like to see that. Especially the baby echo modeled. So that would be a great.
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, we can figure that out.
Well, then that is our next step, and we will go from there.
Perfect.
Awesome.